1964, big year in collecting coins, big year in the changeover in silver, big year in the Kennedy half-dollar design. And there's also a couple of unique varieties or errors based upon how we classify them. Now, the Kennedy series, it's easy, right? That accented hair and then that straight G, the coins everybody desires. Who knows the other? Because there is one more. It's on the Roosevelt dime, and it's called the pointed 9. It's one of the rarest of the rare, and tonight we have it in the finest known. A 69 is the highest grade possible. So the first, last, right, so to speak, because 1964 was the end of the era with Philadelphia proof sets. 68 we transferred to San Francisco, and in 1964 they had a changeover in the date. Now it says 1964, right, in the bottom right at about 5 o'clock. We're going to show you a graphic here in a minute that kind of makes it just obvious. The regular, well, obvious. The pointed 9, a pointed N. So you get a very blunt 9, like we see in most of our coins, but for one reason, there is a die, or there was a die that created a pointed 9. Not much different than the accented hair die on the Kennedy half-dollar. Now this is a 69, which means it is the finest known. So the finest known of the first year of issue, or I should say the last year of issue, excuse me, on Philadelphia Silvers, 1964, is only $129.95. Well, that's the number with us here tonight.
Here I come with your figures. 3.9 million proof sets were made in 1964, almost 4 million proof sets. Now, in regular 69 for 1964, the dime, they're almost 5,000. There's actually 4,878 regulars in 9. But within that, these limited, the rarest of all, the pointed 9, this one, only 911. 69 is the highest numeric grade, and that's 0.02%.
So again, that 911 is inside of the 4878,
right,
which means about 1/5 of the known 69s have that unique pointed 9, kind of like the accented hair version on the Kennedy half-dollar side. However, the premium on the pointed 9, even though it's significantly rarer, not even close. It's not like there's 800 to 911, right? It's 911 to 4,800 is only a couple of bucks. So why not get the rarer coin? On the other hand, our competition between $1.50 and $1.89. Now, for over 6 months now, we've been concentrating a lot of time and effort on modern rarities, finest known, because there are so many coins from the last 75 years, classic U.S. coins, whether they're Franklin's, Jefferson nickels, Washington quarters, or in this case, Roosevelt dimes, or the variety Roosevelt dimes, where the finest known is a 69. There are no 70s. And yet they're affordable today. Earlier in the show, we had the San Francisco Proof Silver Eagle in 70, the finest known. Great coin, great coin. Competition's at $2 1/4. We're at $149.95. And they just released it a few weeks back, and now they're all going through the grading services. We'll see the final numbers soon. But 70 is the finest known. This one, from 3/4 of a century ago, basically, right? There are 911 of them that have this variety of the pointed 9. NGC certifies them all as being pointed 9. Out of the 4,878 they've certified altogether. And again, there are no 70s, so a 69 is the highest numeric grade. And you can get that coin still for under $130 today. With us, tight market. Our competition's between $150 and $189. But again, the AVC way is always this, the rarest stuff. And even then, we're going to be shaving more than a couple of bucks off from where our competition is.
It's definitely a series key. It's the last Philadelphia proof for the dime, the silver dime, 90% silver, because 1968 they started in San Francisco, and that was the last of the 90% silvers out of Philadelphia. And under 1,000 known, just 911 in proof 69, pointed 9, whereas there are 4,878 regular proof 69s for 1964. It's a key no matter how you look at it. End of an era, small population, tiny percent, just 0.02% known.
Again, finest known, a phenomenal category. So if you're not a half-dollar collector, I get it. I collect Silver Eagles or I collect Morgan dollars, etc. I collect Lincoln cents. But we've always had these conversations, right? I have a great coin. Somebody else has a greater coin, right? I have the 19S Enhanced Reverse Proof in 70. Well, there's 9,800 of those, and it's a $3,500 coin. Pretty proud of it. Until my neighbor says, I got the 95W in 70. There's under 1,000 of them known, and I have 20,000 of them. No, I'm sorry. And there's less than 1,000 of them known, and they cost over $20,000 today. Well, you know how you win that poker match? This one. It's 5 of a kind. It is the rarity of the variety, the pointed 9, and it's the highest grade known on the planet of that coin. So the only way he can beat you is if he has the same coin you have. And within that, what did he pay? Pretty sure he's not paying $1.29 if he's not watching us. So this is the coin. And it is a great opportunity for all of you to join us. Love it. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. We got to be moving on.
abccoins.com. That is the website, 905-9888. That is the item number, $129.95. Savings of anywhere between $20 and $60 from our competitors. And that is where we're at, just $129.95. Again, abccoins.com, folks. If you're on hold or you're calling and getting that busy signal, just jump online anytime, 24/7. But something like this, where there are so few out there to begin with, and we don't have them all, of course.
I wish.
So when you have this in your shopping cart, especially if it's a limited quantity, make sure you process that checkout. You could always call us back later on in the show. Open up the order, we'll add to the order. That's not a problem.
Again, the big global numbers, there were 3.9 million proof sets made in 1964. Okay? Now, we're in 2022. And NGC's been grading these coins for 35 years. In 69 grade, they have graded 4,878 of them, which is a tiny number compared to Silver Eagles last year alone, over 100,000 each, right? So just not even close. And then the unique first die variety known as the pointed 9, of which there's only 911 of those inside of that 4,878. We have them. You can join us, but they're not going to last for long.